A new real story. One day a man went to a Sufi saint and opened up about all his problems. He said, "Dear Sufi, I have never been able to find happiness in my life. Initially, I thought when I get a job, I will buy my father a beautiful car. But that never happened because my father passed away before I could even get the job. Then I thought that when I get a promotion, I would take my wife and children abroad to travel to various places, but I never got the promotion. There are many things I waited for, but they never came true. I don't know what to do anymore. It feels like I can never be happy in my life." After listening to the man, the Sufi saint took him to a flower garden where there were many roses and various other plants, and beautiful flowers were blooming everywhere. The Sufi saint said to him, "Walk along the line of flowers and pick the most beautiful ones and bring them to me. But remember, once you pass a flower, you cannot return to it, and you cannot pick a flower from there. You must bring flowers to me." The man started walking and saw many beautiful flowers. He couldn't decide which one to pick because every flower seemed beautiful. As he moved forward, he saw more flowers, and he thought that perhaps if he walked ahead, he would find even more beautiful flowers. So he continued thinking that he would pick the flower when he found the best one. But as he walked further and further, he reached the end of the garden, where there were only a few wilted flowers left. There were no good flowers anymore. So he picked the best flower that seemed somewhat decent and brought it to the Sufi saint. He said to the Sufi saint, "Dear Sufi, while walking I saw many beautiful flowers, and I thought that if I walked ahead, I would find even more beautiful ones. But when I reached the end, I saw only wilted flowers. So I picked the one that seemed the best and brought it to you." The Sufi smiled and said, "Oh my dear, in your search for the most beautiful flower, you left behind so many beautiful flowers, and you ended up bringing me this wilted one. Now think of this garden as your life and the flowers as the small joys and happiness in your life. If you keep thinking that there are more beautiful things ahead, you will miss out on the smaller joys and happiness that come your way. In the end, when you reach the end of your life, you will find that you cannot go back and relive those little joys. No matter how hard you try, you can never recover those small joys once they are gone." Friends, with this short motivational story, I am trying to remind everyone to enjoy the small joys that come into our lives and not to overlook them. Don't wait for tomorrow to smile and be happy. Live for today and try to stay cheerful always.